Hello, and welcome back to English Daily Studio. I'm Jessica, and I'm so happy you're here. If you're learning English, you're in the right place. Here, we explore interesting topics in slow, clear, and easy English to help you improve your listening, vocabulary, and speaking skills. Today, we're talking about something almost everyone experiences: nervousness. Maybe you feel nervous before an exam, before speaking English in front of other people, before a job interview, before giving a presentation, or maybe before sending an important message. Your hands feel cold, your heart beats faster, your stomach feels strange. Suddenly, you forget the words you wanted to say. Even simple things become difficult. If this has happened to you, you're not alone. In fact, even actors, athletes, teachers, and experienced speakers feel nervous. So why do we feel nervous? Is something wrong with us? Or is nervousness actually trying to help us? Let's explore this together. Part 1. Nervousness is a survival tool. The first thing to understand is this: nervousness is normal. In fact, nervousness helped humans survive for thousands of years. Long ago, our ancestors faced many dangers: wild animals, bad weather, dangerous places. The brain needed a way to prepare the body for action, so it created an alarm system. When danger appeared, the body became more alert. Your heart beat faster, your breathing became quicker, your muscles became ready to move. Scientists call this the fight or flight response. The body prepares to fight the danger or run away from it. Today, most of us are not escaping from lions or tigers, but our brains still use the same system. The problem is that the brain sometimes reacts to modern situations as if they are dangerous. Speaking in public, taking an exam, meeting new people. The body reacts as if survival is at risk, even when it isn't. Part 2. Nervousness happens when something matters. Here's an interesting idea. We usually feel nervous because we care. Think about an exam. Why are students nervous? Because they want to do well. Why are athletes nervous before a competition? Because the result matters to them. Why do people feel nervous on a first date? Because they hope things go well. Nervousness often appears when something important. In other words, nervousness is often connected to hope, to goals, to dreams. If you feel nervous before speaking English, that probably means learning English matters to you. If you feel nervous before an interview, it probably means the opportunity matters to you. Sometimes we see nervousness as the enemy, but perhaps nervousness is simply proof that we care. Part 3. The body and mind work together. Nervousness is not only a thought, it is also a physical experience. You may notice sweaty hands, a dry mouth, a faster heartbeat, shaking hands, butterflies in your stomach, difficulty concentrating. These reactions can feel uncomfortable, but they have a purpose. A faster heartbeat sends more blood to the muscles. Faster breathing gives the body more oxygen. The brain becomes more alert. The body is preparing for action. The problem is that we often become nervous about being nervous. We notice our heartbeat. Then we worry about the heartbeat. Then we become even more nervous. It's a cycle that many people experience. Understanding what is happening inside your body can make the experience less frightening. Your body is not failing. It is preparing. Part 4. a little nervousness can be helpful. Many people believe confidence means feeling no fear, but that isn't true. Most confident people still feel nervous. They simply continue anyway. A small amount of nervousness can actually improve performance. It can increase focus. It can increase attention. It can increase energy. Think about professional athletes. Many of them feel nervous before every game. Musicians often feel nervous before concerts. Even experienced teachers feel nervous before important presentations. The goal is not to eliminate nervousness. The goal is to manage it. Too little nervousness can make us careless. Too much nervousness can make us freeze. The ideal amount sits somewhere in the middle. Enough to help us focus, not so much that it controls us. Part 5. How can we handle nervousness better? The good news is there are ways to manage nervousness. First, prepare well. Preparation builds confidence. The more prepared you are, the safer your brain feels. Second, breathe slowly. Slow breathing tells the brain that the situation is not dangerous. Third, focus on the task instead of yourself. Many people think, what if I make a mistake? What if people judge me? Instead, ask, what can I contribute? What can I share? Fourth, remember that mistakes are normal. Everyone makes them. Even experts make mistakes. Finally, practice helps. The first time is often the hardest. The second time feels easier. The 10th time feels easier still. Confidence is rarely something we suddenly find. More often, confidence grows through experience. Story time. Let me share a quick story. A few years ago, I had to give a presentation in front of a large group of people. I had prepared carefully, I knew my material, but the moment I stood up, I felt nervous. My hands felt cold, my heart was beating quickly. For a moment, I thought, what if I forget everything? Then I looked around the room and I realized something important. The audience was not waiting for me to fail. They wanted me to succeed. So I took a slow breath, then another, and I began speaking. Something interesting happened. After the first few minutes, the nervousness became smaller. By the end, I was actually enjoying the experience. That day taught me an important lesson. Sometimes courage is not the absence of nervousness. Sometimes courage is moving forward while feeling nervous. Today's challenge. Here's today's challenge. Think about one thing that makes you nervous. Maybe it's speaking English. Maybe it's meeting new people. Maybe it's trying something new. Now ask yourself, what is one small step I can take this week? Not next year, not next month, this week. Small actions slowly teach the brain that the situation is safe, and little by little, nervousness becomes confidence. Let's do a quick summary. What we learned today. Nervousness is a natural survival response. We often feel nervous when something matters to us. Nervousness affects both the body and the mind. A small amount of nervousness can be helpful. Preparation and practice can reduce fear over time. Feeling nervous does not mean you are weak. It does not mean you are unprepared. And it certainly does not mean you cannot succeed. Very often, nervousness simply means you are about to do something important, something meaningful, something worth trying. Thank you for spending a few minutes with me today. I hope you learned something new and practiced your English at the same time. If you enjoyed this episode, please follow, subscribe, and share it with someone who is learning English too. This is Jessica from English Daily Studio. And remember, you do not need to wait until you feel fearless. Sometimes bravery means taking the next step even while your hands are shaking. See you next time. Goodbye.